Hello guys and welcome to Time Tenshi. After about a year and a half of me not uploading, my Wi-Fi has finally got good again, so I can start uploading more YouTube content. And I'm going to jump back and I'm going to jump right into it with a new game that I've not covered, but I was going to cover as my next visual novel on the channel. It is Time Tenshi. I need to try to make a point for this game without coming across as a filthy degenerate. Because those people that know the game know that I'm a filthy degenerate just for owning this game. But I actually enjoy the story in this game, and overall it should be a fun experience going back through it. Because I've got 95% of it outside of the first hour. But unfortunately, I've completed it on my Steam, so it has the CGs, but I don't remember any of it. So let's get back into let's get into Time Tenshi. I purposely didn't address the tits. The day I turned 18, there was a fire. Holy shit, there's a fire. Holy shit, there's a fire. It sent smoke climbing up through the sky of my neighbourhood. Everyone within a mile could see the damage. That's a lot of damage! The source of the fire was my house. It consumed the backyard, the forest nearby, the picket fence surrounding our pristine lawn, and my mother and father. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The house of fire. The house on fire. I was raised an only child. My mother said she was a veterinarian. Her family coming from a long line of Japanese technicians and scientists. So you go from being a scientist to being a vet. The fuck? My dad was raised in Athens, Georgia. As soon as I read Georgia, I was like, for fuck's sake. He was a musician turned postman who used to tour in local bars and cafes. Oh my god, that's pathetic. Musician turned postman. How bad has that got to be for your self-confidence? You were just like, I was making tours all around the country, and now I'm putting mail through your letterbox. This is how bad life can get. And all I could do was stand there and watch the burning ring of fire. I'd gone out to go get myself some snacks for the next day. When I was planning on camping with my friends, we were all going up to the local hiking trail to help ring in my 18th birthday. Oh, so your 18th birthday has the anniversary of your parents' death on it. Ooh, sounds spicy. I did not mean to make that joke. Obviously, those plans had to be put on hold. Just like the funeral until you find the bodies. Oh my god, that's dark. Oh wait, there's no bodies to find in the first place. Indefinitely. Oh shit. I did not know that was a line. Do you have a visitor, Mr. Johnson? Oh no. My name is Johnson. Dick Johnson. Who? Kenji Johnson. As I looked up, I noticed a familiar face. Grandpa! He nodded towards the nurse in a dismissive but polite manner. If I may have a minute? I don't know what to do. I'm just going to give him an old man voice. Of course. Let me know if you two need anything. Thank you. Why does it... Oh my no, this hurts. My, how you've grown since I last saw you, Kenji. It's been a few years, hasn't it? Oh my god, it sounds like I took it a bit too deep last time I had any. You do remember me, don't you? Yeah, you're the grandfather on my mother's side, Tenshi Shiro. Good. Now then, how long have you been kept here? I think 2 weeks now. They're kind of keeping an eye on my mental health or something. It's not every day you see your own house burn down. No, it isn't. Seems like an experience. Grandpa paused awkwardly. Now, I know you're of legal age to take care of yourself at this point, but I still wanted to offer you room and board in one of my labs back home until you're on your feet. Yeet. I know it's not a glamorous option, but well, Kenji, I'm afraid you can't stay in hospital for too much longer. Insurance only pays so much, you see. Alright, I'll go. Not as if I really have a choice, do I? I realise these days are very difficult for you, Kenji. I'm not expecting you to come around right away, but it'll be somewhat safe to stay. I'll give you work to get things off your mind if you'd like. At the time, I had no idea what my grandfather did. Looking at him, his wrinkled features, kind but stern face, the truth hit me that I'd hardly ever had contact with him. He's come to meet you in a lab coat, and he has a noteboard. No, I forgot what they're called already. For fuck's sake. I'm actually going full retard. It's only 11:30. No, 9:30. Fucking Christ. But he's wearing a fucking lab coat. Genius! Engage brain! He rarely showed up. He rarely showed up to family gatherings due to business. Yet now he was. Oh shit. Alright, when do we leave? I'm a fucking mong. Later that day, game hint. Press H or middle mouse button for to temporarily hide the text window. That's nice. We arrived at the labs Grandpa spoke of. Grandpa and I stood in the elevator for some time, completely silent until Grandpa spoke up. He didn't really spoke up, he choked to death. Now, I have a room all ready for you near the bottom of this building. It has a few essentials set up there. Bed, dresser, spare clothes. I'll give you the full tour once we get down there. So you own this place? I built it actually, with a lot of help of course. I've been doing my own personal scientific research, with a lot of time and family inheritance. And government funding, I assume. Grandpa paused briefly. I've tried to make it as independent as possible. This sounds like you're building a nuke, mate. North Korea, North Korea, North Korea. I should not. There's going too far, and there's that. So the government doesn't want to know about this. How is that? In time, Kenji. For now, you should rest and get settled in. I'll introduce you to my assistants tomorrow. You didn't even show me my room, you cunt. I arrived at my room. You didn't even show me it, you fucking cunt. You lazy fucking cunt. I'm gonna shiv you. It was tastefully decorated, considering the building it was in, and featured white walls with a beige carpet. It was in a wooden dresser and cabinet, as well as a twin mattress. It was rather inviting, despite being on the small side and inside of a lab facility. If it's inviting, and you've never been in that place before, and you don't know, you only know one person there, and he's old, and you've not really known him any of your life, get the fuck out of there, you're gonna get raped. This may be a Mega Santa gangbang, boy. On the bed, I noticed a small book. Curious, I picked it up. This is the fan fiction they wrote in due time of this Santa gangbang. An old photo album. There's a note on it. Wait. The Santa gangbang could be a family tradition. I'm taking this too far. Dear Kenji, we were able to salvage this from the incident. Oh, so you didn't give it directly to him? You gave it to his granddad, you fucking cunt. We thought it was the right thing to let you own it now. We wish you the best in these difficult times, you fucking cunt. Unsigned. I took the note off carefully and opened the book. So, this is all that's left, huh? I sat on the bed, looking at the album, frowning. Just one photo album survived. I opened the album. These are old too, my parents' wedding photos. There's me as a toddler. The photo was an image of a small child climbing up a tree. Please say he fell off, please say he fell off, please say he fell off. Man, I was adventurous, wasn't I? Yes. Very much so, not curious. You were adventurous. Let's put you away from the typical kid. Also, love this fucking soundtrack. It's not good as certain other visual novels, this soundtrack, but it's still good. More family photos, Christmas portraits, me in that ugly reindeer sweater. Ugh, ugly reindeer sweater. As I turned the pages, I began shaking. Me with some old friends. Wonder what they're up to now. I totally bailed on them that day. Hopefully someone told them what happened. What, that your family that your parents burnt down in a house fire. I think someone would have told them. I flipped through more of the pages. This thing was filled out. We didn't have a lot of photos. There were a lot of me. My parents out on vacations, probably before I was born. Well, you get them in their prime. You know what you're going to look like in a couple of years, though. Mixture between those two fuckers. And if one of them's that much of a failure that they became a postman from becoming a musician, I feel bad for you and your future of having the same amount of charisma as a tree. I was going to say a bear, but that's me, bitch. My dad showed me how to play guitar. He would always sing at campfires. Did he? Ah, no. As I looked, little damp marks became apparent on the surfaces of the pictures. My teardrops. I slammed the book shut and set it aside before throwing myself onto the bed. Of all the people that it could happen to, why did it have to be me? As I paused, tears began streaming down my face. More importantly, why did it have to be them? Oh my no, he's going through denial. It's taken him 2 weeks to get to denial. Fucking Christ, this is a record pace. This is a fucking record. The next morning, yeet. Kenji? Oh, fuck, I tried there. I hope the mic picked that up. Kenji, your grandfather wanted you to get up now. I don't blame you for being so sleepy, but it's time to get going. Thump. Actually, I have a way to make a thump sound effect right now. I have a way to make a smack. I can't do a thump. I can do a thud. That's as close as I can get. So I hope the mic picks up this thud. Ah, fuck! Ah! Ah! Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just... Yeah, what did you hit me with? She's a gamer girl! Also, I feel like I'm gonna have these videos are gonna be very much age restricted. I forgot about this. I forgot about this little bit to the game. This is actually the base game. So she's got a rice cracker, she's looking rather thirsty, she's got a PSP, and she's got a see-through top. Smash! I stared at the girl for a second, and she stared back. She was a small, short girl. Oh, she's small. After a few seconds of silence, I felt my cheeks blushing red. Oh, I'm sorry, we haven't met, have we? Hee. She bowed to me in greeting in a traditional Japanese style. I didn't realise this was this one. I just did the cute girl voice, cause it's the only voice that I'm good at. My name is Q. I'm one of the assistants for your grandfather. But you're so, what, sure, just because I'm not super tall like all the other assistants doesn't mean. No. Oh, she's got a complex. That's not what I meant. I meant more like, you seem so young to be helping my grandpa. Thank you, I think. I know the whole height thing makes me look like 12 or whatever, but I'm actually all grown up. Seriously. Ooh, I can see that. I mean, sorry, then, fucking pervert was staring at her tits. Don't worry about it. People do it all the time. You didn't know. Now come on. Tensai wants you to see the lab and meet the other girls. He's trying to get you laid because you can't do it yourself, you dumb cunt. Other girls? Wait, there's more than one option in this game? Oh, you're gonna get... No. Before I could say anything else, she took me by the hand and pulled me out of my bed, leading me back into the hallway, then down towards a large doorway. We went through it, and when you saw what was inside, I was left nearly speechless. Nani is all of this? Oh my fucking god. Nani? This, Kenji, is my main laboratory. Welcome to our greatest creation. I looked out at everything in front of me. In the centre of the room was a large round platform, several steps surrounding its perimeter for its slight elevation. A whole assortment of tubes and wires trailed off from it and into the other parts of the machine. A large chrome furnace-like device with clean white linoleum lined the back wall. On the opposite side was a long array of computer monitors, keyboards and control panels lined the desks and shelves beneath them. A generator was also in the room on the other far wall. I need to learn to fucking breathe when I read. I'm so out of this. I've not read out loud for a visual novel for donkeys. It took me a second to process what I was seeing. It looked as if it was something out of a science fiction movie. You saw your parents' house burn down 2 weeks prior to this, and you can't believe you're seeing this electricity. And the world's shortest girl with the world's biggest tits stood next to you. No, you can't believe... Wait, you saw a gamer girl, and you can't believe this? I'm gonna die for that one. Why do good girls like bad guys? I've had this question for a real long time. Fucking TikTok. So what does it do? I've dated this video already. Hey. Well, Kenji, it's a bit difficult to explain. It travels back in time. Let's do the time walk again. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is going to be extremely dated by the time I'm done with this series. Nani? Every time it says what, I'm just going to say Nani. In each character's representing voice. I'm not sorry in advance. Yes, that is a simplistic way of putting it. The long answer is that it is a device which, using particle fusion in order to diffuse the stability of... come on. Save it, Gramps. I don't think the guy can take that much at a time. Oh, this is a jab at my endurance. This plot's gonna get slain. A woman's voice spoke up. I could see her manning the long array of monitors with a smirk on her face. Thick thought! Actually, I just need to see those. Thick thought! Why has she got a cane? Or whatever you want to call that. I don't know what you want to call that, but... BDSM anyone? Oh, God. Her purplish red hair caught my attention immediately, wavy and down beneath her shoulders, but her piercing yellow eyes and pale complexion radiated from her too. The name's Michelle, Guy. I'm the commander and operations manager here in Gramps' lab. Always so abrasive, Michelle. Whatever you say, old man. Oh my god, that sounds so derogatory. How dare the thought say that? So wait, hold on, you're telling me that you built a time machine? Dun dun dun! Like I said, that's the short version. But still the accurate version, right? I suppose so. Time machines usually imply the freedom of movement throughout any time stream. We only have developed this one far enough to go into the past. I'm trying to think I won't make that reference. That's the first time I've even thought about not making a reference. Just as he said that, the platform at the centre began to glow. Dim at first, it slowly brightened up until it was nearly blinding. Buzzers and alarms started blaring all around us. About time she showed back up. I could barely make out the silhouette of Michelle furiously typing and reaching around to operate the several different modems around her. Just as my ears began to ring, the light stopped, revealing a voluptuous woman wobbling onto the platform. Print screen? That bitch thick? Well, that takes care of that. Actually, so Q has this kind of voice. Michelle has this. So, I've had to delegate this voice already. Well, that takes care of that. I couldn't take my eyes off of her as she walked down off the platform. She seemed to be looking directly at me, a fire in her eyes, and look of almost seduction. Rape! Of someone like me, a guy she didn't know. Thought! Ah, you must be Kenji. Tensai told us that you were coming to stay with us. She lifted my chin. I nearly read that as chain. With her fingertips lightly as she spoke, giving me what looked like a seductive smile. She's a rape, you bitch! Yeah. Rose, come over here this instant. I saw the girl roll her eyes as she turned on her heel to film Michelle. What do you want now, Michelle? I really don't know what to give Rose. Fuck! So, Q's really bright and happy and energetic. And Michelle, well, she's got a cane, so she's got to have a... She's gonna molest you. I feel like we've got more than one rape queen in these episodes. What do you want now, Michelle? I'd appreciate it if you let up the sass. Now go to your room and get into normal attire. You know the drill. Ugh, you're such a buzzkill. You know that. Like, what if I like wearing the outfit? Huh? Sassy bitch! I took a closer look at her getup. It seemed to be plated armor, but somehow it was still incredibly risque. The metal it was made of seemed to be very flexible. How about that sword? Very flexible, that? It covered much of her torso, except for some large openings. This of course led me to think on how something like that could even possibly protect her. It protects her from getting age restricted. And it will prevent this video from getting age restricted by YouTube. Or limited ads. Oh wait, I don't get enough views for ads. Like what you see. Oh my god, she is a fart. Ads are fart! She posed, sticking her hip out to the side. She must have noticed my staring. You're trying to argue, but if that walked in on you, would you, and it was throwing itself at you, would you say no? It's debatable. Also, I feel like you'd be, if you did, you'd be made to be bottom. She seems like a top sort of girl. Oh god. Why am I going there? Rose, leave him be and go change right now. That's an order. Ah, we don't lose our virginity. That's so fucking quotable. Ah, fine. Have it your way, Michelle. I watched as she stomped her way out, wide hips swinging briskly in rhythm to her steps, as their armor pieces whisked from side to side above her long legs. So, how is that practical again? What do you mean? Well, her armor seemed kind of... It isn't meant to be armor. It's a type of flexible attire that can bend and morph itself to match your body's current shape. She just happened to design it after a suit of armor. Trust me, I find it to be just as ridiculous as you do. Uh-huh. She doesn't always act like that, though. The time window has some weird effects on us whenever we go through it and come back. The longer we spend through the time, the more we change. How is that? Michelle can explain. Michelle can explain in more detail later. For now, I want to show you the rest of your living quarters. Come with me now. Yeah, stick with me and help me clean up over here, alright? Oh my no. That sounds like he either failed No Nut November or he pissed himself. I think he most likely failed No Nut November. Ah, no fair. Well, I will now continue this next time, and we will discover the mystery of that mysterious stain that was left by the machine. So I will see you guys in the next video.